Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. Let's continue with part 3 of what if Bardock was the Super Saiyan God. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps the channel grow. Chi-Chi and Gine come outside with baby Gohan. Chi-Chi's jaw drops. Another Goku? Realizing who he is, she panics, quickly preparing a giant feast, before formally inviting the Saiyans in to meet Gohan. Bardock has a grandson and Raditz has a nephew. Bardock is glad that Goku and Gine are happy on Earth, and he tells them all about what he's been doing with the Galactic Patrol. How the Saiyans are actually helping clean up the universe. He's actually been spending some time on a planet nearby. It's called Yardrat. Kakarot will appreciate this because they have some very interesting fighting techniques there. He asks Goku if he would accompany him there, and now to progress the story forward, of course Goku is going to agree. He actually brings Chi-Chi and Gohan with him. Chi-Chi is excited for Gohan to learn about space travel and technology. The first Earthling to transverse the stars, she could get behind that. So the Saiyan family moves to Yardrat and Goku begins training alongside Raditz and Bardock. A few familiar Saiyans also join. Now Vegeta actually stays on Earth to establish a Galactic Patrol base there. He meets up with an Earthwoman, Bulma, after being recommended by another officer, Chaco. Now Piccolo doesn't actually make his move against the Earth once he realizes how much stronger Vegeta is. He's actually horrified at how weak he is compared to Vegeta. Alright, so now during the time between what would be the Saiyan Saga and Namek Saga, Goku's on Yardrat. And this is where Goku and Gohan grow immensely strong. Training alongside Super Saiyan God Bardock, Broly, and Raditz, they begin really far behind, but you know the Saiyan genes and Goku, he's slowly but surely gonna catch up. And while on Yardrat, Goku and the Saiyans are learning techniques like the instant transmission and forced spirit fission. Mastering both of these techniques will make the Saiyans even stronger. Now growing up in an environment where fighting isn't looked down upon, Gohan's natural potential is allowed to flourish. And his real power astounds Bardock. Half-breed Saiyans seem to have even more potential than purebloods. And actually earlier in the saga, Goku decides to bring Piccolo to Yardrat, telling Piccolo he didn't forget about his rematch and he wants him to get as strong as possible for it. It doesn't seem fair that he'd be able to grow all on his own. On Earth, Vegeta and Bulma have made their love connection, and she's actually already pregnant with his son Trunks. The Prince of All Saiyans wastes no time. He actually asks if she will be able to provide him with a gravity chamber. He likes the Earth, but the gravity is so weak, and he doesn't want to grow flabby on this planet. Now, throughout the years of this saga, Goku and his family frequently return back to Earth via instant transmission. And given how much peace is throughout the galaxy, the Saiyans don't see much action outside of sparring with each other. So they begin to look forward to the battles between each other more and more. Vegeta, Goku, and Raditz actually develop an interesting rivalry once Goku gets strong enough. Between the Zenkais, being around Super Saiyan God Bardock, and seeing how high a Saiyan's potential can be, it's fair to say that Goku's going to be able to catch up relatively quick, especially given how strong his sparring partners are. Bardock is continually amazed at how much his son has grown and how he keeps digging deep inside himself to grow even more. Time progresses, and one day on Earth, Vegeta senses a strange energy emanating from the desert. It feels familiar, and he quickly travels there to make sure it's not a threat. He's on guard when he sees a young purple-haired boy standing there confused. Vegeta approaches the young man, who upon seeing him rushes into his arms, giving him a hug. Future Trunks hasn't seen his father in a while, and he begins to emotionally break down as he tells Vegeta everything. How in 3 years an apocalypse will come to Earth, killing all the Saiyans. That he is his son, Trunks, from this future timeline. That the android menace will come and they will attack and destroy everyone and everything. That their power will be unrivaled, even the Saiyans in the Galactic Patrol will fall against them. That when Trunks was young, they killed Vegeta, Bardock, Broly, Goku, Gohan, everyone. After building a time machine, future Bulma sent Trunks back in time to warn them and to prevent this horrible future from happening. Vegeta is very fairly overwhelmed by this information. He doesn't know how to process it. His son was just born, and his name is Trunks, and he does have purple hair. He questions everything, but when he senses Trunks' energy, he realizes that he is telling the truth. All he can do at this point is look at his son and tell him that this future will not come to pass. Trunks is relieved, and his original plan was to return back to the future before coming back to the past 3 years later. But Vegeta urges him to stay and train alongside them, what Trunks should have done in canon, to be honest. Vegeta immediately alerts Bardock and Goku on Yardrat. The two Saiyans, along with Broly and Piccolo, travel to Earth. Now sidebar, Piccolo has softened here. Remember, it's been a few years since the end of Dragon Ball. He's been training on Yardrat with Goku, and alongside the other Saiyans, realizing how far behind he really is humbled him a bit. And of course, him and Gohan are going to have a connection as well, so this also softens his resolve. He still wants to be the best, but as far as being evil goes, after seeing the Saiyans and how they fight for the galaxy, he's not really that evil anymore. Goku also gathers the human Z-Fighters. Vegeta briefs everybody and tells them that this future cannot come to pass. That if these androids can wipe out the strongest Saiyans, they threaten the entire universe. Vegeta alerts his father about the incoming threat as well. King Vegeta requests all the Saiyans return back to planet Vegeta to begin their training immediately. But Prince Vegeta suggests that Earth is a better training environment for them. That he will handle this problem, he promises. Now little do the Saiyans know that the reason these androids were so strong is because of Bardock himself. Gero was taking samples and measuring all their power levels. These androids individually have god-level power. It just makes you wonder how powerful Cell would be in this verse. During the 3 years, the Saiyans train and break their bodies to push beyond their limits. Bardock, Goku, Vegeta, Raditz, Gohan, Future Trunks, and Broly all push beyond Super Saiyan into Super Saiyan 2. With all the Saiyans together, their training is impeccably efficient. Vegeta's even brought in healing pods from planet Vegeta, the most advanced ones yet, healing the Saiyans after each battle within only a few hours. Bardock wants to focus on harnessing the power of the Super Saiyan God even more. He actually wonders if there's a way to combine Super Saiyan with this God form, and he works on it to no avail. That is until he remembers about the Supreme Kais. They knew about God Ki. Perhaps they could help him achieve a level beyond. Using instant transmission, he tries to sense where the Kais are and heads to the Kai world, telling them about the android threat on Earth. Now, as the time progresses, Bardock spends his time training with the Kais to better harness God Ki. This eventually leads to him having a breakthrough and unlocking Super Saiyan Blue. Realizing the power he now has, Bardock decides that the best course of action will be for everyone to unlock this power. He wants every Saiyan on Earth to become a god like him. He brings the idea to Goku and Vegeta, and they are ready, but they don't really know where to start. After using his brain, Goku realizes they can just ask Shenron. The Eternal Dragon has to know everything, and after learning the Super Saiyan God ritual from him, they perform it. Every Saiyan now has the God power in their base form, and they will spend the remainder of the time trying to get a handle on this new transformation. They have roughly 1 year left, and with the humans being around these God-level Saiyans, they actually begin to absorb trace amounts of God Ki into their bodies as well. Now the day of the android attack comes, and the Saiyans are more than ready. Even the humans can handle them at this point. But when the confrontation happens and Trunks sees them, he's confused. These are not the androids that terrorized his future. One is fat and the other looks like an old man. What's going on? Goku and Vegeta quickly dispatch 19 and 20. And Goku doesn't have his heart virus attack here. His intense training over the 3 years caused it to happen earlier. His symptoms manifested in around year 2, so he took the medicine and he's all better now. With the androids 19 and 20 destroyed, the fighters are confused as to what to do. Vegeta calls Bulma and asks if she can identify where these robots came from. And after returning their bodies back to Capsule Corp, Bulma realizes that this is Dr. Gero, the head scientist of the Red Ribbon Army. He had a base somewhere in the mountains, but Bulma doesn't exactly know where it is. While she rushes and looks for it, she receives a distressing call. Someone's found a machine with the Capsule Corp logo on it. And after receiving a picture of it, Trunks realizes that this is his time machine. But how can that be? His mother only invented one. Trunks' mind boggles at the possibilities. He was going to go check it out, but before he could, all the Saiyans sense 2 massive energy spikes. They don't know it, but Perfect Cell has just been born, and this is going to be the strongest version of the menace yet. The Saiyans all rushedly fly over, sensing the malice in this key. It also seems eerily familiar, and when they land, they are greeted. But with that being said, guys, we're going to end this part off right here. I hope you liked it. I'm a little bit under the weather, so the energy may be off. But please, how do you guys think the Saiyans are going to handle this perfect cell? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more. Peace.